We're in the putting lab today, and I want to talk about a critical element to developing your touch and your speed control on the golf course. So, one of the hardest parts about golf is the surfaces and the conditions are never the same. So, we have to build our skills on the putting green to be able to quickly adapt to varying conditions. So, one of the ways we do this is we start developing touch and we develop a system for building these skills. So we're going to talk about two things today. We're going to talk about the tempo and the pace of your putting stroke and how that varies through varying length and varying green speeds. And we're also going to talk about the acceleration profile of your putting stroke, essentially meaning how much am I accelerating or how much am I decelerating in my putting stroke and what we're looking for. So as far as rhythm and tempo goes, our rhythm and tempo is based on how quick the greens are and the length of our putt, whether it's uphill or downhill. So when we have shorter putts on faster greens, our tempo and our pace are going to be a lot slower and softer, right? So if I have a 6-foot putt and it's on a 2 or 3% downhill and I have fast greens, the pace and tempo of my stroke have slowed down significantly, right? So I'm slowing this down. I still want to keep some length to it, but everything is just kind of going as slow and as steady as possible. When I start to get to a longer putt, that, the green speeds are slower or it's a flat putt or maybe uphill a little bit, my pace and my pace and the speed of my stroke is increasing. So I'm adding more energy in the backswing and I'm kind of carrying that through the ball and maybe even slightly accelerating through the ball, right? So it starts looking a little something like this. And then as we start to get to longer distance putts, we have to pick that pace up even more and we have to add even more energy to the stroke. So it's going to start looking a little something like this. Much faster and a lot more energy in the head. And this is what we use to develop touch. As far as our acceleration profile goes, meaning how much am I accelerating through the golf ball or how much am I decelerating and slowing down? What do we want? There is a measurement for this. A lot of people say you want the backswing to take twice as long as the downswing, but essentially what you want to think about, in my opinion, is how much you're accelerating or how much you're coasting at the ball, or how much you're even slowing down, right? I would like to see, at a very minimum, you not accelerating, but I like a little bit of acceleration through the ball. Not a ton, like we don't want to be hitting through the ball, but we still want a little bit of acceleration through the ball. I prefer, what I've seen in my putting and also people I've worked with putting, is a little bit of acceleration typically makes them a better putter. So it kind of looks a little something like this, where we still have some hit to it, but not a ton, and we're also not slowing down through the ball. So some things that kind of help you develop your speed control and your skill of being able to adapt to different conditions and different length putts. So if you have any thoughts, drop a comment below, and thanks for watching.